I had to rip out 4 rows. I'm so proud. I have a yarn haul for you. I ordered this from Lindy Hobby. I think that's how you say it. I don't know, that's how somebody else said it that way. But I don't know if I would necessarily order from them again. Maybe it'll be different next time, but I had ordered without making an account, and they gave me my order number, but I didn't receive like a confirmation email or anything. I checked my junk file and everything. Didn't receive anything. So then I thought that maybe if I created an account and then put my order number in there, then maybe it would give me updates on where it was, and wouldn't work. It just like didn't show up in my purchase history, which makes sense because I didn't have an account then, but I like couldn't find any information about where this was. So I was just kind of hoping it would show up one day. It took about 2 weeks, I think, to get, because it had to go through customs and all that fun stuff. So we have it now. With the Rito, RITO website that I had ordered different yarn from, they gave me updates, and I knew it was stuck in customs the whole time, which is just nice to know where stuff is. But let's open this yarn haul. I did get more than just yarn, which honestly, I don't remember what I got at this point. Ooh, so I did get the infamous Drops Air yarn. So, let me pull all this out. I got the Drops Air. I got color number 1 and then color 31 in like black and then a white color. But I'm doing the Crybaby Sweater by Bea Creative Knits. I have an ambitious goal to make it by Valentine's Day, and this will be the second sweater I've ever made. Second knit project I've ever made. So we'll see how that goes. I am a little intimidated. I was reading the pattern last night, and I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but we're gonna do our best here, and that's what the internet's for. People are super helpful, and YouTube University. What else did I get? But yeah, I don't know if you saw any of my previous videos, but I had mentioned that I used the wrong size needle for an entire sweater. So I got this guy to measure my needle sizes so that I will know exactly what size they are. A lot of them, or the nicer ones now, come with them like printed or engraved on them, but a lot of the ones that I do have don't have it on there. So I got a needle sizer, and so that will be super nice. I also got some just like cheap stitch markers that will just do the trick, because I don't need anything fancy. I just want them to work and not fall off. That kept happening on my last sweater, kept falling off. So, and that is the haul. Stay tuned to see if I can actually make this sweater in a timely manner. It is currently January 13th. We'll see if I can make it by Valentine's Day. I don't know. I did the gauge swatch. I did like a little, I don't remember, I think it's called like a garter stitch or something around the edges, so that it would lay a little bit flatter. At least that's what the YouTube tutorial told me would be better than, this is the first one on the first sweater that I did, and I did the exact amount and of like stitches and rows that the pattern called for, and it was recommended to me to do it a little bit bigger so that it's easier to measure and is a little bit more accurate maybe. So I also like soaked it in water, laid it out, blocked it and everything, so everything should be okay. It measured the correct amount, so we'll see. Hopefully this sweater I don't mess up the needles. The gauge will at least be correct. I did start on the body. Let's see if I can accurately show you. This is what she's looking like. This is the back panel. It is a completely different construction than the step-by-step sweater, where you start with the collar and then kind of work your way down. This one, you work in panels. And so I had to do the German short rows. So it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell, but it does like taper off on the shoulders. So currently working on that. I have to do a lot of rows, and then I'll do the, I think, shoulder panels and then the front, and then start doing the color work, which is going to be so exciting. I cannot wait to start and do that. It is very different following this pattern since it's written out and not like there's no video. I mean, there's a video of her making it, but it's more of like a vlog. It's not like a tutorial. So I've had to Google and YouTube University it. So, but I'm learning lots, and it's, I think it's well written and it's pretty easy to understand. It's just I don't know the techniques. And what's really nice too is she linked a lot of the techniques on like the instructions. And so it's really, really helpful. What's happening is I keep spacing out and I like purl 4 stitches and I'm supposed to be knitting like that whole row. I don't know like how this, it happened twice now. So then I had to rip out that entire row when I inevitably caught it and redo it. So I think I need to pay a little bit closer attention to what I'm doing and not just watching YouTube or listening to music. I don't know. I think I just need to pay attention a little bit more. But things are happening. I'm really excited. And I may or may not have ordered new needles. It is the next day, and I finished one skein, and so I just did, I think, like 2 rows in the new one. The back piece is coming along. Hard to tell, but I think this is the top. These are the shoulders, obviously. I did have to rip out 5 rows yesterday. Well, I had to rip out 4 rows yesterday, and that was pretty devastating. But I'm really glad I did it because I actually caught a lot of mistakes that I could then redo them correctly. So I'm really glad that I did that, even though it was kind of devastating. The people that totally frogged their entire sweater or project is insane to me. I don't know how people do that. Very impressive. I don't know if I'll get there. Maybe I will, but I am really glad that I did that. I did put in a lifeline, and I just took it out. It was down here, and there's like a texture you can kind of see maybe where it is. At least in person, you can see where the line is. I'm hoping that that will just relax as it goes on and will block out. I think just because of the tension that was on it, there's that kind of distinction on it. But I think it will relax. It'll be okay. I just have a few more rows, and then I have some increases on the sides, and then just keep knitting the back. But she's coming along pretty good. I love working with this yarn, and I did the, I don't remember what it's called, but you kind of like felt the ends together when adding the new skein, and so now I don't have to weave in ends, which will be super cool. I think it worked. It seemed to be strong enough, but really exciting, and yeah, I'm happy about it. I have to go to work soon, so I'll probably bring this with me so I can work on it on my lunch break and keep trucking along. I will be there for you, babe. I'll be there in your darkest days. Hold you in my arms, you're safe. Before I met you, I thought that I think I'm about halfway done with the back panel. I did the end creases that were required, because this is essentially, it's going to be sitting like this. Well, except for on the back side, but like this is the neck part. These are the shoulders, and then this will be like the arm hole, and then down the side. So she's getting there. I did make a couple more mistakes that I had to go back and fix, but thankfully caught them a lot earlier than before. So I did order some new needles. I think I'm just going to keep using these ones for this back panel, and then once I get to the bottom of this panel, then I'll use my new ones. Because I think I'm just gonna leave these in there. And I also got some, what is it called? I don't know what it's called. I'll put it on the screen. Cord to, like rubber cord to put through as like a lifeline. So I might just do that, and I don't know. We'll see. That's a big old piece.
Look at the mess you've made. Nothing left to find. I'm just a piece you see. The rest you left behind. Sorry I got overzealous. Real love just makes me jealous. All the words I could have said.
Let's see. Where are we at? This is where we're at. I'm currently working on the left shoulder. So we like this. But I wasn't sure how long, so I did the exact amount of rows that I was supposed to do on the back panel, but I wasn't certain, like it wasn't measuring the way that it was recommended. So I left these needles on there, and I put some of that barber cord on it. So that's on hold for now. I did cut it, so I just have to join the ends and add more if I wanted to. But I figured I'd just leave that since I'm kind of undecided. And then just start working on the front. So not too far on the front left shoulder. I need to add a couple more stitches and then start working the right shoulder and then join them and then start doing the color chart thing. But she's coming along. She's looking good. Really excited. I have a huge update. I have the eyes mostly done. Basically spent the entire day today, or half of the day, doing this. I did need to redo the first row. I totally like ripped out the first row of the color work because I messed it up. I counted wrong. So this is where we're at though, and it's so addicting. I just want to keep doing another row, but I would be here all night if I were to do that. And I have to work tomorrow, so I'm calling it now. I might wake up early and do a little bit of work on it. I don't think I want to bring it to work on my breaks because I get interrupted and I want to make sure that I'm following the pattern, and there's not a good space to like set up. to do it so I don't like get tangled and I can have my iPad up. So I'm just gonna leave it here and just be thinking about it all day long. But this is crazy. Let me try this on. This is what she's looking like. Here's the back panel. I think it seems like it's a good length. And it does grow as well. We'll see once it's all the way done. The front panel is done and see if I want to add more to it. But this is so exciting. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Crazy.
Questions that don't have answers are stuck in loops and left unsolved. The truth just waiting down there to get out, to be heard. I wish the tears would come out. I wish I felt enough. You can't just walk away now from those you love, those you love. You are lost and you can't see what is wrong here. You are lost, you are lost. You're just a reflection that's drifting with the flow.
Don't be upset. I might have finished the sleeve since we last spoke. Very exciting. Let me try it on. So here we have it. It is just about out at my wrist. It will grow a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be terribly long. We'll see. I did what Bea did and put little stitch markers on each of my decreases, and then I'm moving over to this side as I go so I can kind of keep track of what I'm doing. I do also keep like an iPhone note of what rows I'm on and everything. I did have to add like 15 rows to the sleeve so that I got to be this length. I don't know if I'm like a really tight knitter or what the deal is, but I had to do that with my last sweater too, is add a bunch of rows that it didn't call for. I don't think I have really long arms, so I don't know. But I am very excited with how this is coming along. It is so cool. I'm so happy with this. Just gotta do this next sleeve. I am like really happy with the tension of it all. I think it looks really nice. I hope it doesn't look weird. When I have my arm out like this, you can see the decreases along there, and then where I just kind of went straight. I don't know if I should have continued to do decreases or what. But here we are. I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side so that they match. Then I'll block it and we'll be done. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Very exciting.
Waiting, bracing for the wave, staying Days that come with me. How come? Who's it really for? Are we really keeping score? Lately, I've been up lately. Come to think of it, my thinking is deadly. Wishing I could run before I learn to walk, but maybe it's okay to not know it all. Feeling 2 feet tall, I can't seem to shake it off. Are we reaching higher places only to fall? Maybe I don't know it all, 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 don't know it all. Call in an offer and draw a number. Just break it open, confuse the others, embrace discomfort, and change the focus. Forget your lines, we're changing.
Exciting news! I finished this sweater last night. This is crazy. It is so nice. I'm curious on how blocking is going to change it. With like the sleeves and everything. I don't know, but I'm so excited. I'll try it on now and then you can see like the before and after blocking. But I am so excited about this. This is crazy, crazy, crazy. Here's the sweater unblocked. I am gonna stretch the sleeves quite a bit, I think, which I think will be just fine. It fits and I like it. So we'll see how the blocking turns out. It is finished. I am so excited. I think it turned out really, really nicely. The size is perfect. Good oversized sweater, which is wonderful. The pattern turned out super sick. I do think that I had like a tension issue here when I was catching the floats, which I don't love that part, but the rest of it turned out really nice. I think the tension on everything else looks really nice. And the collar looks really good too. But really excited about how this turned out. I've been getting a lot of compliments whenever I wear it. People can't believe that I made it, which is the ultimate high any knitter can feel. I think it's just such a cool design. I think she comes up with really cool and unique patterns, which I really appreciate. The Drops Air yarn I really like. It's nice against the skin. It shed a lot whenever I was working on it. Like it was all over my bed, which I don't love that aspect of it, but it is really soft and light, so it's very wearable, which is nice. I'm super excited about it. I think the pattern was easy to follow, and if I didn't understand something, then I would just look it up on TikTok or YouTube, and there's some video that explains how to do it. Or if I needed a different video than the video that she suggested in her notes, then I just looked it up. It was just fine. So I'm really excited to do future patterns from her. I hope you enjoyed this project vlog. It was kind of all over the place, I think. I don't know if it's very cohesive. I went down to Jackson. I went down to Victor, Idaho, and I spent the morning in Jackson. I went to a bakery called Persephone's Bakery and was there for a little while, knit there, went to Cowboy Coffee, knit there, and then I spent my time at the cabin knitting and finishing this project and working on this hat. So if you want to watch that vlog, That will be coming out soon, depending on what time you're watching this video. It'll be coming out sometime. But I'm very happy with how this turned out. Very excited about it. And I can't wait to just continue wearing it. I'm so proud of this being my first colorwork project ever, my second knit project ever, and my second sweater. So, very exciting. I hope you enjoyed. Like it if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. And if you're watching this around Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day.